For exclusive podcasts and more, sign up at patreon.com/partnersincrimemedia.
This week's Law & Order Marathon winner is Abby Macbeth of Leesburg, Virginia. Abby will get a marathon decal showing she watched 26.2 hours of her favorite crime show. To be next week's winner, sign up at lawandorderpodcast.com.
I'm Kevin Flynn with Rebecca Lavoie and Holly Brown, and these are their stories.
You think you know who did it, but you don't know who did it. Law and order, law and order, law and order. It's no ordinary police procedural, baby. It's the FNOG of police procedurals, baby. Law and order, law and order, law and order, law and order. These are their stories, these are their stories.
Welcome to These Are Their Stories, the podcast about network TV's most enduring crime franchise and the real-life cases that inspired their shows. I'm Kevin Flynn. Each podcast will break down an episode from either Criminal Intent, SVU, or Original Recipe. And today we're looking at Special Victims Unit, Season 6, Episode 20, Night.
And I think it's a travesty the police department doesn't care about undocumented women.
Ms. Quintana, you got it backwards. We don't care what a victim's legal status is.
Oh, really? Then why is that sick son of a bitch still raping women in my community?
What makes you think that all these women were attacked by the same man?
Well, you found money on the body, didn't you?
Joining me to do just that is true crime author and host of Crime Writers On and Netflix's You Can't Make This Up podcasts. It's Rebecca Lavoie. Hello, Rebecca.
Hi, Kevin.
And rounding out our panel is our special guest from Salty AF. It's Holly Brown. Hello, Holly.
Hi, how's it going? Thanks for having me, guys.
Very good. You do a lot of different things, including you have a career as a stand-up comedian. You love to joke about death. What the fuck is wrong with you?
I would say absolutely nothing. I think there's a lot wrong with everybody else. How about that?
Perfect. Yeah, that's a good answer.
God, I got
Solid
to
answer.
use that in the future. That's so convenient. That's a good thing to say.
I know.
Yeah. You have a podcast that you are working on for next year. You teased this a little bit. What can you tell us about this?
I mean, honestly, this is the first podcast I'm doing in anticipation of my show coming out next year. But I'm making a podcast with Next Chapter Podcasts, and it's a dark comedy narrative series about a mystery that happened in my life that involves a lot of death, a lot of mystery, a lot of secrets, twin brothers, and it's coming out next year, so really excited.
This has everything.
This has everything.
It's very Stefan. It just keeps going. Yeah.
This year's hottest podcast is Twin Brothers I Didn't Know I Had.
Fathers confessing on their deathbed. Lead actresses in sitcoms on television, that also is included.
Oh, wow. Okay, I am in. I'm definitely in. Holly, of all the franchises, which two cops are your favorite Law & Order detective team?
Favorite Law and Order detective team.
Okay, so it's tricky because SVU is my favorite franchise. But I have to, for my mom. She was a diehard Law & Order fan through and through. I watched every episode with her growing up. And, Goran and Alex are definitely from Criminal Intent, are my moms by far. And I have to shout out to them.
Wow, that's great. Did your mom have the habit of sniffing weird things?
I wish I could go back in time and realize maybe that she was and not realize that it wasn't normal, so can't tell her, can't ask her.
I saw it on TV. It must be fine.
Yeah, Vincent D'Onofrio did it. So therefore what would Vincent D'Onofrio do? That's what was our household slogan.
Yeah,
wow.
he'd sniff it. Yeah, absolutely. And who is your favorite prosecutorial team?
Favorite Law and Order District Attorney Prosecutorial Team.
I mean, because I'm in the mode of binging Law and Order right now and around the episode we're doing, I have to go with Novak. I just love the gal. In the episode we're about to talk about, a lot of stuff happens to her. So I think there's a part of me that my heart feels for her right now. So I gotta go with Casey Novak.
You like women with orange hair.
I love women with orange hair, red hair, adjacent. Rebecca?
Yeah, I mean, occasionally she's blonde. She runs the gamut hair-wise. Yeah.
That's a skill. That's a skill to pull off any hair color.
But her lipstick is definitely apricot always.
You think so?
Absolutely. She left the show, and that color went out of business.
Oh, okay. I think it went out of business actually in 1978. But whatever, you do you, Kevin.
All right, now let's take a look at the first half of this episode. SVU Season 6, Episode 20, Night. So skateboarders find the body of a woman with several $100 bills stuffed in her mouth. Despite signs of sexual assault and a head wound, Warner says it's more likely that her heart gave out from fear of her rapist.
We're thinking that our victim is a prostitute munching finner canvassing the working girls.
Ask if any of them use this brand. Condom wrapper stuck to one of the bills. The victim's prints are on it.
Took the condom with him. Smart rapist.
I don't think there was a rapist. This could be consensual sex gone bad.
The trail leads Benson to a sex club run by women, thinking their unidentified victim might have been a patron. She and Stabler tracked down a guy who'd been kicked out for being too rough with a woman named Sarah Miller. But they find that she is alive, and Sarah identifies the murder victim as the bathroom attendant. Marguerite Beauclair was an undocumented immigrant from Africa. Community activist Mildred Quintana tells Olivia and Elliot that 16 cleaning women have been raped by a man who shoved $100 bills on them. But none of the victims have reported their attacks to the police because of their immigration status. The only one who will talk to Benson is Serbian refugee Nina Zergin. She won't come forward because her brother thinks that no man will want her if they know that she's no longer a virgin. But she gives the detectives the stash of cash that the rapist gave her. Fingerprints on the bill belong to attorney Jason Whitaker. He's the estate's lawyer for ball-bearing magnate Eleanor Duvall and her computer nerd son Gabriel. While Stabler lures Gabriel to the station, Benson goes to get Nina to identify him, but when she gets to her apartment, Nina's brother Milan says that a pair of cops took her away 2 hours ago. Okay, so we open on a group of skateboarders who fall to the ground on the lamest ollie ever shot. And that's when they find a couple $100 bills on the sidewalk.
Zeno! Let's buy some beers.
Yes. Let's buy some beers. No, dude, buy a fucking helmet.
I always feel like when they're showing someone like skateboarders, it's like it's supposed to be code for losers on this show. I'm not saying skateboarders are losers, but on this show, it's like, let's show someone doing an activity and that will tell us everything we need to know. And in this case, losers.
Yeah, that's why they did it at night. They're like, no one can tell how much a loser we are if we do it at night. Who skateboards at night in groups? Who does that?
Losers.
People without beer money. So there's a blood-sniffing dog who works third shift in Manhattan. And this dog follows the scent to an apartment. And Finn and Benson go in and they find a purse filled with more $100 bills. And the woman there is not the killer. She says she found the money.
I found it.
You robbed a corpse.
She was dead. There was nothing I could do to help her.
So you helped yourself to the money?
She couldn't take it with her.
This has got to be the most New York thing ever said.
She's like Pizza Rat, but for money on murder.
Yeah.
Listen, I have to admit something. I went to New York for the first time a few weeks ago. And so when you tell me things like, this is so New York, I'm so excited to go back and then look for those things.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know New York like that yet, but that's my conception of New York. It's people stealing money out of dead bodies.
I can guarantee you if you lie down with several $100 bills stuffed in your mouth, something bad will happen to you.
What?
Odds are.
Thanks, Mayor Adams.
Yeah. Yeah. By the way, I just found this bloody money is kind of what most killers would say, right?
Yeah.
I just found it. I mean, they all say that.
Yes.
So it's not like a great excuse.
No. It's exactly what a killer would say.
No, I just found this bloody
I found
knife.
it. It's not mine.
Have you ever found money on the street or anything and taken it? Or did you? I feel like for me, anytime it's ever presented itself, I feel like bad karma will come my way, so I don't.
Yeah.
Yes,
But-
I have returned wallets because I had money stolen from me once, and it was horrible.
Oh.
It was horrible. I found my purse later, but all the money was gone, and it was so sad, and I was so young, and I was so poor, and so now I return it because I am always like that.
How many purses do you find?
I have found 2 or 3 wallets, and I have always tried to return them, like given them to the cops or put them in lost and found or whatever. It's happened. Remember, I lost my wallet also in Columbus, Ohio. It sucked.
Yeah, you've been giving back all these wallets and you continue to lose yours. I think it might have something to do with not zippering the top of it.
Probably.
Of your purse, Holly. I don't, you either are a person that closes the zipper all the time or never does.
I was at Target today, and there are a lot of purses nowadays that don't even have zippers. They're just a buckle. Anyone in the fucking world could steal from these purses, so I don't know why they're selling them. But I also want to, a shout out to those skater boys. Rebecca, I think you might need a retractable wallet chain.
Oh, yes.
I don't know.
Shit. I forgot about those.
Bring it back. Bring it
Yeah.
back.
Yeah.
So Benson draws the conclusion that the unidentified victim might not have been raped because of this bespoke condom wrapper. It's for a sex club for women called The Box.
Ha ha.
It's from The Box. It's a sex club run by women.
Come again?
Well, that's the idea. It's a party where women live out their sexual fantasies. This place is 3 blocks from the crime scene.
She knows the logo, what they do, and the fact that it's 3 blocks from the crime scene, and no one asks Liv how come she knows so much about this place.
So much about The Box.
Was in the box. I know. I love how sexy they were trying to be walking around the club. They were just like, oh. I'm like, damn, there's no off switch for these gals.
How do I join?
Well, apply with an erotic essay describing your sexual interests and a photo.
You keep photos of all your members?
We destroy them once you're accepted. We just want to ensure applicants are height, weight, proportionate.
And you definitely passed that test.
Right, so she goes undercover as a prospective client to learn more about it. And the managers say it's for women who want to do girl-boy. So isn't this really a sex club for men? Because women don't need a sex club when they can go into a bar anywhere in America and catch a dick.
And get a boy.
And get a boy, right.
It's interesting. I was joking about the undercover thing. Why did she go in and pretend she was interested in and then immediately be like, no, but I'm a cop? Like, just go in and say you're a cop. They'll probably tell you all the same shit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But you get to find out more great things.
Like what?
Like how discerning they are.
Yes.
Like you need to apply and submit a photograph because no fatties. What?
Right. You got to be height, weight, proportionate.
That's how you know a man made this club. This is not a female-run club.
That's right.
It's not DEI. It is not inclusive.
Nope.
I mean, the Box is a sex club strong enough for a man, but made for a woman. I also like, Holly, that the best part of joining The Box is that you have to submit an erotic essay.
Right. Homework.
Yeah.
Everyone loves homework before sex. Every time I say honey to my husband, I go upstairs. I say, you go upstairs. Give me 3 hours. I want to write a paper.
It's like, it's like going to one of those stupid speakeasy bars where they make you answer. I hate
a
those so much.
Answer
a riddle or get in. I am like, you're going to let me in. You're going to let me, you're not going to say you have to leave. You are going to let me in. And then you still make you do it. It's so stupid. I hate it.
Do you think you could just repurpose your I went to Africa essay from college? Mm-hmm. It's like, I went to the club to fuck the men, but in the end, they fucked me.
Don't give them more ideas.
All right, let's look at our absolutely loaded cast.
It's our very special guest star,
Ms. Angela Lansbury.
Yay!
Here she is playing Eleanor Duvall.
The captain tells me that you have been a policeman for almost 20 years. That's commendable.
Thank you.
Do you like your job, Detective?
Angela was a screen star for decades, but she's probably best known as Jessica Fletcher on Murder, She Wrote.
What?
She also voiced Mrs. Potts in Beauty and the Beast alongside the great Jerry Orbach.
Right. I am like, for Mrs. Fletcher, no, she's the teapot. And she was the mom in Manchurian Candidate when she was only a couple years older than the guy who played her son. Because she was born old looking.
I was just, that was a huge thought I had. Because as we're watching that, later on when we meet her, there's something that comes up that made me step back and go, was she always old? Was this a reverse Benjamin Button that didn't end up reversing itself properly? She had that Steve Martin energy, though, where then once you do get to a certain age, you look great.
You look the same. Yeah. You look the same forever.
I think in a way, that's what we all should have been going for instead of plastic surgery.
Mm-hmm.
Angela received her first supporting actress Oscar nomination in 1945 in Gaslight. By the way, that is the movie where that term comes from, being gaslit. Then she was nominated for The Picture of Dorian Gray, and as you said, Rebecca, later on in the 60s, is in The Manchurian Candidate. She received an honorary Oscar in 2014, and Angela passed away in 2022 after her cameo in the Knives Out sequel Glass Onion. She died from embarrassment.
Oh.
Okay, now I know how you feel about Glass Onion.
Yes.
You loved it.
Not great.
Was that a tell?
That was a bit of a
little bit.
By the way, Angela was famously the nicest person in show business. Mm-hmm. I mean, that was just her reputation, undisputed. She never learned to drive. So she probably had to be that nice to ensure that her friends could take her to Safeway.
Oh.
She wanted to go?
When she was 30 and looked 70. By the way, she's an incredible stage actor, too. She was in a ton of musicals. She was friends with Stephen Sondheim. Like, she was also known for being a Broadway person.
Oh,
I
yeah.
should mention that.
Oh, yeah. She invented a Murder, She Wrote drinking game.
Really?
Yes, she did. And it's take a sip when Jessica finds a body.
Oh.
She called Jessica Fletcher a bit of a know-it-all and says that she wouldn't want to live next door to her.
Oh.
Of course, because she would probably be killed while people are taking a shot of Jaeger. We have a Hey, It's That Guy.
Hey, it's that guy.
Who is that playing Gabriel Duvall?
Oh, that's Alfred Molina, a.k.a. Doc Ock.
Yes,
Oh,
you got
man.
it.
No, it's Thursday, meatloaf night. The games for diner blue plate special is meatloaf, mashed potato, mushroom gravy, and green beans. But I don't eat the green beans. I don't like green.
Alfred Molina, he made his screen debut as the double-crossing Sapito in Raiders of the Lost Ark. Do you remember him? He was the guy, throw me the whip.
Oh, he was that guy?
Yes, he was that guy.
Oh, my gosh.
It's funny, that was his screen debut, and of course when they do like all the credits, or the trailer, it was all that opening scene. So he had so much screen time in the trailer, all of his friends thought he had like a lead role.
Yes.
They didn't realize he gets, killed like 3 minutes into it. Molina would go on to star in Law and Order L.A., that spinoff. In the first 8 episodes, Holly, he played the prosecutor who is in the second half of the show. And then after this big casting shakeup, his character decided to leave the DA's office and then transfer to become a police detective to be in the first half of the episode. That was a stretch.
He did a reverse Carisi, in other words.
He did a reverse Carisi. Yes, exactly. Molina said that his favorite role was in Not Without My Daughter.
Oh, no.
Really?
No. What did he play in that?
Was
he the dad who kidnapped the daughter and took her to the Middle East because he's ethnically ambiguous?
Don't know.
Because I think that's what that movie's about.
I don't know. I haven't gotten that deep into Hulu yet, so I haven't scrolled that far down. Before she passed away, his wife passed away. Alfred was 67. 6'7", I got to say. And his wife was 83. So cougar, am I right?
Wow.
Yeah.
Was it Angela Lansbury?
No. Ooh. We have a Hey, It's That Girl.
Hey, it's that girl.
Who is that playing Mildred Quintana?
I went to my precinct. I told them women were being attacked. I even gave them the description of the rapist. Do you know what they said? That their hands were tied without a victim.
Mildred Quintana.
It's Rita Moreno.
Yes,
yes,
it's
of course.
motherfucking EGOT Rita Moreno.
She came on the screen and I was like, she likes to be in America. And I knew that, but I didn't know her name. That was why I didn't know that.
She really likes to be in America.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Absolutely.
She likes when everyone's in America, which I love about her character.
She won an Oscar for West Side Story in 1961.
Deserved.
Then when she appeared at the Oscars for the West Side Story remake in 2021, she wore the same dress she wore to the ceremony 60 years before.
That's
insane.
Right.
So, hoarder?
Hot.
Oh, hot. Okay. Hot hoarder? I don't know.
Just hot.
She knew. She knew she was going to be hot forever. And may we all have that confidence in our lives.
Yes.
Absolutely. Absolutely. By the way, I also have the same pair of socks I wore for my first communion. Same reason. I might have to make a second communion.
Hot.
Yeah. We love men's socks. They're never used for other things.
Well, we get to see somebody before they were famous.
Mm-hmm.
Before they were famous.
Who is that playing defense attorney Jason Whitaker?
Bradley Cooper.
How did my name come up?
Fingerprint hit.
Oh, on what exactly?
Money.
Well, the way I gamble my prints on a lot of dough. But I'll hit a streak soon.
That's right.
Bradley Cooper. He has been nominated for 12 Oscars.
Really?
What?
That guy, 12 Oscars.
How many has he won, Kevin?
Oh, we'll get to that.
All right.
We've got a lot. We've got some, like I said, we got a murderer's row here of cast members. He was briefly married to Jennifer Esposito.
Uh-huh.
Or Esposito.
Esposito.
She says it differently. Esposito. I don't know. That's Finn's life partner in SVU that she plays. We once saw Bradley Cooper while he was having dinner with Heather Graham in Las Vegas.
In the Todd English restaurant.
Yeah, they were filming The Hangover.
Oh, yeah,
Had no idea what this was, right?
I knew who he was, and Kevin knew who she was. I knew who he was because I was an Alias fan. And I was like, there's the guy from Alias.
And I'm like, that's Roller Girl. So it was like the perfect storm of hall passes.
Exactly.
Wait, was it during the actual filming? Like, did you watch them film the scene?
No, they were having the night off. They were having dinner together. He probably took her out because, he's got the confidence of a mediocre white man.
Yeah.
And that's what they did. Bradley Cooper one time wore a tuxedo to a pizza place just because he felt like it.
Oh.
And that's what you can do with Guardians of the Galaxy money.
Oh, yeah. He's that raccoon guy, right?
He is, but I do love that this is his douchebag era of his career. He had a strong entrance into the world of douchebaggery, and boy, did he play it well. And then somehow he dropped it, and that is impressive of him.
That's a good actor.
Yeah. 12 Oscar nominations, and 11 were because he was such a douchebag.
Probably. Can you tell me who's playing that call to the bullpen prosecutor, Tracey Kibre?
Isn't that Lilith? Bebe Neuwirth?
Yeah, Bebe Neuwirth.
Remember, there are no surprises in the grand jury. You know what I'm going to ask you, so just answer my questions. Everything will be just fine.
Tony and two-time Emmy winner. Here she is in a crossover episode with the spinoff Law & Order Trial by Jury. I'll tell you a little more about that later on. As you said, Bebe is best known as Lilith, Frasier's ice-cold wife on Cheers.
Mm-hmm.
She was in Woody Allen's movie Celebrity. She says that her role as a hooker who teaches Judy Davis how to perform oral sex on a banana was written specifically for her.
Wow.
Which is funny because with Woody, you would thought she would have aged out of that role.
Yeah, you would have.
I mean, I have a huge connection to Bebe Neuwirth in the sense that my dad worked on Frasier. And so imagine I was probably on set one of the days that she was there, but Bebe Neuwirth will always have a special place in my heart. Anytime she pops up on screen, I get excited.
Bebe was most recently played Fraulein Schneider across from Eddie Redmayne in the London revival of Cabaret.
Yeah.
It's the musical about people in denial, singing and dancing while Nazism envelops their country, also known as CBS. I'm just going to point out that in this episode, we have the tally 2 Oscars, 5 Emmys, 5 Grammys, 8 Tonys, 7 Golden Globe Awards, 1 honorary Oscar, 106 total other nominations, and Ice-T.
He has to have a Grammy, right, Ice-T?
No? I don't know.
I'd be surprised, but I guess I wouldn't be because the rap wasn't really getting Grammys back in the day.
Yeah.
When he was, yeah.
He's not getting Emmys. We do have some repeat offenders.
Repeat offender.
Playing trial by jury detective Hector Salazar is Kurt Acevedo.
Hey, partner said Novak got a call from security about a flower delivery.
And as shitty attorney Lionel Granger is Mr. Cyndi Lauper himself, David Thomas.
Trusts and estates. Well, just one estate, the Duvall family.
What? Mr. Cyndi Lauper himself?
Yeah, that's Cyndi Lauper's husband.
What?
You probably told me that on the show before, but I don't remember that at all.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. I just thought maybe he always loves to have fun.
Or she bopping, something like that. Yeah. Those are his true colors.
Oh.
I don't know why I haven't pulled that one out yet.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good one.
Can you name the actress playing She Thought She'd Like It Rough Until the Riding Crop came out, Sarah Miller?
No. I've taken 6 showers since last night. I was so upset I couldn't even call in sick. I didn't know what to say, so I stayed home. You think that man who attacked me killed the woman?
Okay, that's Marlene Barrett. She would go on to play Nurse Maggie Lockwood in the first 10 seasons of Chicago Med.
A show I have never seen.
A show that feels fake to me.
This season, she's stepping back for personal reasons, leaving the only 2 remaining original actors, Oliver Plath and Esapatha Murkison.
Really?
She underwent treatment for ovarian cancer in 2022. They're not saying that's what her departure is about her health, but she is keeping the door open for return.
They're not killing her off, in other words.
No.
That's a Dick Wolf franchise, right? Those
it
Chicago
is, yeah.
things?
Although the one Chicago.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Chicago Fire, Chicago Cops, Chicago Bankers, Chicago Traffic Cop. It's the whole thing.
I got sucked into a Chicago fire vortex when I was sick a couple months ago. It was like on reruns on some USA or whatever. Man, that is a bad fucking show. It's so bad.
It's bad.
And I watched like 10 episodes of it. I couldn't stop. And I'm like, how do people watch this? Click, let me watch the next one. I need to watch 8 more before I can determine why it is that people watch this show.
Absolutely. And there's something to be said about the fact that it just rolls into the next episode. What are you supposed to do? What are you supposed to do? Just stop? You're already here. You're trapped.
Marlene once said that she wore scrubs to a Halloween party, only to discover no one else was in costume. Who the fuck throws a Halloween party and says no costumes?
Yeah. And also, no offense to her, scrubs are pretty lazy. So even if she was going to...
If you're on Chicago Med.
Yeah, you were going to
playing
show
a fucking
up
nurse
to a costume, a Halloween party. You're mad that other people didn't wear scrubs, but I'm mad that you wore scrubs. Why did you wear scrubs?
Did you recognize the woman who's playing Amina Asante, the victim from Africa who slammed the door in Olivia's face?
Yes, my name is Amina Asante, but I am quite sure I have never been a victim of a crime.
Yes, but I'd still like to talk to you.
That's Folake Olawafoyiko. TV fans will know her as the romantic lead in CBS's Bob Hart's Abishola.
Oh, I've seen commercials for that show.
Yeah.
Good for her.
So her co-star was Billy Gardell, who was the plus-size actor who played Mike in Mike and Molly with Melissa McCarthy. So he plays a guy who had a heart attack and falls in love with his Nigerian immigrant cardiac nurse and single mom, Abishola Adebambo. And not only were they able to get a second episode out of this premise, the show was on for 5 seasons.
Unbelievable.
God, there's how many shows are like that where you're just like, I know this show exists, but my brain will never ever believe that it didn't get canceled after 1 season.
Exactly. There was this show on with Mike O'Malley on CBS where he plays like the sister's husband or whatever. I remember that. It was like it was on
Deer or something like that.
Yeah, it was on forever.
Yeah.
And it was like nothing happened on it and it wasn't funny. Of course, I know that because I got sucked into marathons of it on another channel. But those shows, those CBS shows that I think nobody watches are obviously very successful.
Do you know Happy Place, Reba McEntire's news show? It's called Happy Place. I saw an ad for it on a plane, and I was convinced it was made for a plane only. And then I saw an ad like on my regular TV, and I was like, "Oh yeah, Holly, that makes sense. They don't make shows for planes."
Hard to follow along for that 2-part episode. Yeah. Falake grew up in Nigeria. Her parents were chiefs. Which in the Yobora culture is an honorific for leaders to be a chief. Falake is the youngest of 20 children, and none of them are Duggars.
Oh, good.
Well,
thank goodness.
Yeah, we're not gonna get a documentary about them. Shoot. Now I wish we did. I want to watch it bad.
Yeah.
Lastly, who's playing Nina's brother, Milan Zergin?
Oh, that guy.
Oh, did he look familiar to you or no?
No, I just say I hate that guy.
Yeah.
I'm from Sarajevo. I was tortured by Karadzic's murder squads. I don't scare easily.
That's Stelio Savante. Characters he has played have met with some gruesome deaths over his career. He was once buried alive in a coffin. He was buried alive in the trunk of a car. He was shot to death in the trunk of a car. He was burned to death by acid. And he was impaled on the Eiffel Tower in Disney's The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody.
Wow. Okay.
It was Disney's most shocking death since Goofy died of autoerotic asphyxiation.
Wow.
So the bouncer at the sex club says he had to throw out a guy who got rough with a woman. He discovered that the guy had cuffs, whips, a big-ass knife, and no further questions.
And yet the women have to be skinny to get into this fucking place.
Exactly. No fatties, no. Weirdos,
Just violent men, but no fatties.
Jesus. So they're sure that the victim was this guy's date, Sarah Miller, but they find out that, no, she's alive, just really shaken up by this rough experience. And Sarah recognizes the photo of the victim as the bathroom attendant. And Benson showed the club managers the same photo. How did they not recognize the woman who'd been giving them mints after BJ's all this time?
Also, I mean, just going back to the guy that had the whips and the stuff, when they were interviewing him in the kitchen, seemingly like mid-prep or, God forbid, dinner service, I'm like, this guy's just like out. It really does just like feed into the stereotype of how chefs are. You know?
Yeah. Restaurant culture, man. It's ugly.
It's darker than we knew.
That'll teach him bringing his good chef's knife to his sex role play. So Benson and Stabler learned that the victim was Marguerite, who did have a heart condition. They also discovered from Mildred Quintana that there have been 16 rapes committed against poor, undocumented immigrant cleaning ladies who had money thrown at them after the attack. So Stabler wants to know why these victims haven't reported the attacks. And she says,
these women come from a place where the police are corrupt, justice is for sale, and no one gives a damn about poor people.
Philadelphia.
How did he know that his victims were all undocumented immigrants? Was he like, may I see your papers?
Right.
Okay, now I can commit a crime because you don't have them.
I think maybe he was targeting cleaning ladies who just also happened
to be undocumented.
I mean, how else would you? I mean, I know why they're just picking up random people today.
Yes.
But like at night.
You know why they're doing that? You know that they're doing it.
I know that they're doing it.
Maybe the skateboarders had the intel. Maybe they're roving the streets, clocking who's out there, figuring out who they can rat out for more beer money.
So they trace the fingerprints on these dollar bills to an attorney named Jason Whitaker, and Elliot goes to talk to Novak about, what can we do as far as getting around, like lawyer privilege. And we see that she's getting ready for a game on the office softball team, and the shirts say sex crimes in this fun little font.
Baseball font?
Yeah.
Like the peaches on that movie?
Yeah. Sex crime. The softball team where no one is allowed to go to third base without consent.
Oh yeah.
Wow, nice.
Nicely done, Kevin.
Stop right there.
I mean, I can actually attest that could have been a real thing, because when my dad worked on Frasier, they would have baseball games. Every TV show would have their own little baseball team. And so I can imagine, thinking ahead of Law and Order, maybe there's one that's like special victims on the t-shirt itself. So
yeah,
they exist.
You know who had a killer softball team for real?
Who?
Happy Days.
Really?
Oh.
Henry Winkler and Ron Howard and everybody else, they were really into it. They actually would travel the country and play like little games with local charities or whatever like that.
Pre-banana
They
ball.
love that. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
It does not get more American than Happy Days loving baseball outside of the show.
That's right.
Throwing Potsy out, stealing second base, Love it. Novak asks Lionel Granger about Whitaker, and he says, well, he's got one client. He's trust and estate lawyer to the Duvall family. And she says,
As in Clay Duvall of the ball-bearing fortune.
Come on, Wall Street Journal. How the fuck you pull that out of the back of your head? That's just not.
Also, what does he do with the rest of his time? He's one client?
Apparently he plays online poker.
Yeah. I mean, a dream job. I feel like he has.
Sweet job. We're just waiting for Angela Lansbury to call him and complain about some shit.
Waiting for one of them to die. That'll be a day. Oh.
How old is he? I wish I looked this up. I want to know how old Bradley Cooper is at this time. He looks so young.
Yeah. Gotta be like early 20s. Gotta
be.
You
think?
By the way, guys, ball bearings, that was the original name of that sex club. All right, now let's take a look at the second half of this episode. Benson, Stabler, and Cragen look but cannot find Nina anywhere in the system.
The neighbors confirmed the brother's story. 2 cops took Nina away, but there's no arrest in the system, no outstanding warrants.
Munch and Finn talked to her boss. He said Nina didn't show up for work tonight.
So what are we dealing with? Impersonators? Feds?
I talked to the FBI. They don't have her.
Attorney Whitaker barges into the interrogation room and pulls Gabriel out. As they leave, they cross paths with Mildred Quintana, who gets into an argument with Whitaker. The lawyer indicates that he knows that the rape victims were cleaning women, though that detail was never released. Casey Novak intervenes with ICE to postpone Nina's deportation. They bring back Gabriel, and Nina picks him out of a lineup. It's not enough to hold him, and he's fetched by his indignant socialite mother, Eleanor. On the way out, Gabriel leaves behind a tissue that Elliot takes to the crime lab. Working late, Benson steps out to get coffee while Novak awaits a delivery of flowers. When the delivery man arrives, he beats Casey within an inch of her life. They suspect Gabriel, and Stabler is going to stable, but the surveillance video shows that the attacker was actually Nina's brother Milan. He was seeking revenge on Novak for letting the world know that she is no longer a virgin. But now Nina won't testify in the case against Gabriel, and DA Arthur Branch says that the defense will argue that Nina is scared and lying to avoid deportation. He also takes Novak off the case because 6'7", and turns it over to prosecutor Tracey Kibre. I don't know if the show wasn't on long enough. Meanwhile, Stabler learns DNA on Gabriel's snot rag matches Marguerite's, so he arrests Gabriel for Nina's rape and Marguerite's murder. Okay, so they can't find Nina. Someone snatched her off the street. She's not in the system. Nobody knows where she's being held. It's not because she's an illegal immigrant. It's because some anonymous white guy said that she's a Muslim terrorist. And today, that's the VIP treatment.
Yes. Yes, sad but true. Sad but true.
She says, we can't find her in the system. How quaint.
Yeah, adorable.
That people would be concerned about that. Oh, no.
How quaint that you could reverse somebody's status, like just walk in and get him sprung.
I know.
When did that stop happening?
I know.
You got to find him first.
I love when Olivia goes up to her in the jail cell that she's being held in, and she's just like, she doesn't lead with what I would want to be led with, which is, I'll get you out of here. You know? Right. She leads with like, I need you though. And then she's like, hints, haha, I'll get you out of here. But I was like, girl, come on.
Olivia is such a liar in this episode again. She tells Nina something like, nothing.
Trust me. Yeah. You can trust me.
Nothing will happen. I'm like, you can't trust her. Everybody who trusts her gets screwed in the end. And look what happened to poor Nina.
Mm-hmm. So Whitaker tips his hand that he knows more about the anonymous rape victims than he should.
Oh, do I look scared to you?
Hey, you're out of your league. Why don't you just stick with your wetback washerwomen?
Benson asks, why did he mention wetback washerwomen? Because he's racist.
Yeah. His online poker buddies probably fucking hate him.
That's right. When they finally get Nina back, they put Gabriel in the lineup. And I'm wondering, why do they use such dramatic mood lighting in the lineup room?
Yeah.
Because it's sexy.
It was so dramatic. And also, like, Alfred, it was interesting. Like, I saw Alfred Molina in that moment where I was like, oh, is this why he got this part? He had such an unassuming face right then.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And next to these guys with their like shoulders hunched up and then there's giant Alfred Molina who still somehow looks like a little baby to me.
Yeah. But it's got to be difficult for like these lineups. They're like, I don't know. If I could see both sides of his face, I might be sure. But
turn up the lights.
Yeah, it's.
Let me get my readers.
It's like one of those early Beatles album covers where it's like, we're just going to light one side of your face.
Well, I mean, to be fair, the crime happened at night. So maybe they're reenacting. It's a visceral thing for them. They need to set the mood, the tone. Honestly, in all reality, I'd say that they're doing the right thing because they're re-traumatizing the women.
Perfect.
That's right. And she goes in there and they're like, is it any one of these men? She's like, I don't know, turn down the lights and I'll be able to tell you.
That's right. So that night, Benson is hanging out at Novak's office, and Casey gets a call that there is a flower delivery on its way up. And that's when Olivia volunteers to go get coffee.
Flowers?
You holding out on me?
No, I'm not seeing anyone. If they're from Jason Whitaker, they're going straight in the trash.
Hey, you feel like a cup of coffee?
Every second of every day.
Good. I'll go.
What woman would not stick around to see who the fuck these flowers are from?
I mean, that's sexist, Kevin. We don't care about boys that much.
An anonymous flower delivery in the middle of the night? Now seems like a good time to go to Starbucks. You want to wait 5 fucking minutes to get the answer to that question? You want to wait 5 minutes?
I don't know. I agree with you, Rebecca. I don't think I'd be thinking about it that hard. I would just feel like, oh, okay. It's because I think that's another thing is people assume every woman wants flowers, and I don't give a shit about them. So
right.
So this is a super brutal assault scene. Diane Neal said that she did this without a stunt double, and she passed out while filming it.
Oh my God.
Why did she do that?
Because...
Was she hurt? Is that why she became the person who decided to run for Congress? Because she hit her head in this scene?
I think it is. I'm not positive, but you see the last thing is like she's standing up like over the desk and, there's a blow and she falls to the floor and hits her head. Like her head lands right square down. And she looks like,
And they used that shot? They were like, that was great. Sorry, Diane. That's the one we're going with, babe.
I mean,
that's the one we're going with.
It always is. How many times have you heard, behind the scenes something, you're like, so-and-so actually smacked her. You're like, oh my God. But then you love that scene the most. There's a reason.
Yep.
So Elliot gets so fired up about the assault that he shows up in his jean jacket.
That's trouble.
He's like, give me the jean jacket.
That's right.
It's got the little pocket where I can put the badge. He discovers that on video that the attacker is not who he thought. It's not Gabriel Duvall, but it's Nina's brother, Milan, who apparently showed up with $300 in roses at 9 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
Anticipating that she would be there.
Right.
Yeah.
Maybe he had to, maybe there was a plan A, plan B.
Yeah. He knows her work ethic.
He knows
her work ethic.
Yeah.
We don't know what those flowers were laced with. I don't know. I'm just thinking ahead of the plan A, plan B scenario for this guy.
So he shows up at the security desk with like a whole bunch of roses, and he's like, "I have flower for a woman with orange hair."
I'm sorry, more descriptor. Apricot. Apricot lipstick.
Big lipstick. Yeah. So this is the first of a two-part crossover. With the ill-fated Law & Order Trial by Jury. The spin-off series starred Jerry Orbach, who kind of moved as like a part-time actor on that series as he was losing his battle with cancer. He lasted 2 episodes. The series only lasted 12 more.
Wow.
Yeah.
I was going to check out what happens in the second episode. That's called Day. This is Night. Second part is Day. Night and Day. Ha ha. Angela Lansbury received an Emmy nomination for this role as Outstanding Guest Actress. It's technically shared with SVU and Trial by Jury, so Trial by Jury has the honor of having a half of a Emmy nomination.
Good for
before
them.
going off the air. And most of her acting is that, like, the role really takes effect in the second episode. The character finds out that she had used her influence over many years to protect Gabriel from his years of raping. And anyway, so she got some meat on it.
And I suggest you stay away from my son. The police commissioner is a friend. So is the mayor. Don't make me call them.
She had been nominated 18 times, 12 times for Murder, She Wrote.
Wow.
And never won.
Wow.
And this was her last Emmy nomination. If she had won, it would have been the E in her EGOT.
Oh, you have to be
God
kidding
damn
me.
it.
That's cruel. Just give it to her.
Don't you feel like if the Emmy voters knew that, they would have given it to her?
Fuck it. No. Well, if you were Susan Lucci, remember that stretch where she got
12 years.
passed over?
Yeah. 12 times, yeah.
12 times. Angela Lansbury, the nicest person in Hollywood.
Yes.
Keeps getting stiffed. She got it. And you know it's not like just any old thing. It's not like if you gave Ice-T an Emmy. It's like, this is the EGOT.
Yeah.
She had everything but that.
Yeah. I think it's snobbery. I just think it was snobbery about the Murder, She Wrote.
Oh, you
it's
think?
Like, that's an old people show. People don't watch that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
I mean, I was surprised that Rita Moreno didn't get nominated for this episode a little bit, just because she bursts into the scenes. Like, every scene she's in, she is bringing so much energy. And every time she was on screen, I just kept hearing John Lovett's acting in the back of my mind. She was so energetic.
Well, it is worth noting that she did lose the Emmy to Amanda Plummer, who got this for her guest appearance on SVU as the schizophrenic rape victim who tried to. Anyway, that we covered
Amanda
that
Plummer
one.
was great in that
She was
episode.
absolutely great.
I would say sorry, Jessica Fletcher, but she deserved that.
Yeah, like there's always next year.
Yeah,
but not for her.
Oh,
sorry, those are my favorite kind of jokes. I love it.
There you go. Yeah, right. So like you said, this is a crossover. Original recipe DA Arthur Branch comes in to tell Novak she's off the case. He says Nina's a Muslim woman whose brother attempted an honor killing, and she's just trying to avoid deportation by lying about being raped. And then he has the nerve to tell Casey that she's too emotional.
Yeah.
Oh,
This fucker.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I love that part where Stabler looks at him. He's like, so your sister's rape is about you. Like, he's doing the mental math in his brain to be like, do you hear the words that are coming out of my mouth? And, men should lead countries. That's what my takeaway is. They're never emotional. Really good.
The only thing we didn't get is Branch doing like one of his corn pone sayings, like when he comes in and talks, there's like, he's sneakier than a fox at a church picnic.
Oh, damn. I want one of those.
Does a one-legged duck swim in a circle?
All right, let's take a look at the real-life story that inspired this episode. It's time for Rip from the Headlines.
You think you know who did it. You think you know who did it. But you don't know who did it. You don't know who did it. Rip from the Headlines.
This episode takes some inspiration from the case of Kevin Coe and his mother, Ruth. In the early 1980s, Spokane, Washington was terrorized by the South Hill rapist. The attacker turned out to be Kevin Coe, a newspaper editor and son of well-known socialite Ruth Coe. Kevin was convicted in 1981 of multiple rapes, but the story took a darker turn when Ruth, convinced her son was innocent, tried to take justice into her own hands. Ruth was nicked for attempting to hire a hitman to murder the judge and prosecutor involved in Kevin's case. The hitman was actually an undercover cop. Ruth was charged with solicitation to commit murder and sentenced to 20 months in prison. She served her time at the Washington Corrections Center for Women and was released in 1983. After Kevin wrapped up his criminal sentence in 2008, the state petitioned to have him civilly committed, arguing he was likely to commit acts of violence in the future. Ruth Coe faded from public life and died in 1996. Now, at age 78, Kevin Coe petitioned the state for his release earlier this month. Citing his failing health, officials agreed to release him from the Special Commitment Center on McNeil Island.
So Kevin Coe is believed to have raped as many as 43 people, possibly including a local television anchor.
Oh my God.
Kevin was a failed radio disc jockey, also known as a disc jockey. His father, Gordon, was the local newspaper publisher who was offering a reward for the Southside rapist.
Wow. And it was his son?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Wait, did he give himself the reward, though? That's the question.
Oh, you didn't have to pay it out, I guess. Yeah. By the way, when his son Kevin heard about it, he was like, "You just don't get it, Dad." Stomped off to his room.
I learned it from watching you, Dad.
Yeah, put on Led Zeppelin 4 and sulked the rest of the day.
Wow, that's the real story. That real story is insane. How is this the first time we've heard of this outside of even this episode? I'm saying, like, I can see a movie out of this. I could see a lot.
Same.
So the evidence kept mounting that Kevin was involved. He kept getting parking tickets and speeding tickets near the crimes. So he explained his presence by saying that he and his mother had teamed up as a vigilante group to follow city buses to catch the real rapist.
All right.
His superhero name was Irony Man.
Oh my God.
And Ruth's, I'm sure, was Aquanet.
Oh, very good, Kevin.
Yeah?
Very good. Yeah.
Okay, in my experience, if you try to hire a hitman, 100% of the time, it's not really a hitman.
Oh,
no.
Well, can I actually share a real life anecdote I have about somebody that I know hired a hitman?
Okay.
Do tell.
Do it.
I was a bridesmaid at one of my best friend's wedding, and her husband messages me and goes, "I hope your husband's not the jealous type. You're about to walk down the aisle with, like, my sexiest friend, blah, blah, blah." He's the lead singer of this giant metal band. And I don't even care if I say his name, but you can look this up and find this out easily. I'm not going to say his name. And I was like, okay. So I Google this man to be like, how hot is he? The first photo is a mugshot from prison.
Yeah.
And that's when I saw the headline said, so-and-so, lead singer of so-and-so metal band, jailed for conspiring to hire a hitman to murder his wife. And
wow.
I then walked down the aisle with him the next day.
How romantic.
You know, I mean, generally being a bridesmaid, it's all about survival. I just didn't realize how real that would be.
Yeah.
Wow. That's fantastic.
What a story. Love that.
By the way, who was the hitman she thought she was hiring? Was it Decoy Danny from To Catch a Predator? My goodness.
Kevin, they are really hitmen. It's just the ones you hear about are the ones that were cops.
Right.
And that's what you hear about.
Oh, that's true.
Does that make sense?
That makes sense.
Yeah.
The really good ones you'll never know.
Just checking.
The state Supreme Court of Washington overturned 2 of his 3 rape convictions. The reason? Prosecutors used testimony from 2 victims that was derived from hypnosis.
Oh, bullshit.
Oh,
Yeah.
what the hell? Was Martin Short there? Come on.
Coe now lives in, like I said, he was released last month. Coe now lives in an adult home in Federal Way, Washington. The facility is a block away from an elementary school.
Perfect.
And city officials had the nerve to say, you know what? We didn't know there was a home for adult offenders a block away from a school. You run the fucking town.
City officials.
How could you not have known?
That's a good point, Kevin.
But since his release for civil commitment, he first moved to a home in Auburn, Washington, and the mayor there was not notified and had no recourse about that. But the home that he was in actually sat on tribal land. So for the first time in 250 years, the Muckleshoot Indian tribe kicked a white man off of their land.
Yeah, they did.
And they said, man, it was a long time coming.
Oh, yeah.
Felt good.
Not just any white man.
Well, that is going to do it for us. We want to thank our guest, Holly Brown. Holly, where can our listeners follow you online?
Follow me on Instagram. Is where I'm mostly active, at Holly Brown Comedy. I post all my show dates and everything that's going to be happening about my podcast.
And Rebecca Lavoie, how can our listeners follow you?
I'm on all the apps at Reb Lavoie.
And be sure to follow us and like us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, X, and Blue Sky. Our newsreader was Cy Frater. Our theme music was composed and performed by Uncanny Valleys. Content assistance from Travis Roy. Lily Flynn handles promotions. All clips in this podcast were used in compliance with the U.S. Copyrights Act fair use exemption for criticism and commentary. Go to lawandorderpodcast.com and sign up for our newsletter for a chance to be our next Law & Order Marathon winner. These Are Their Stories was recorded in Studio C and is a production of Partners in Crime Media.
Partners in Crime Media.